So, thank God we got to put to bed these kind of ridiculous rumors. These absolutely ridiculous rumors, because in my opinion, this was one of the craziest things that we saw from Team USA camp. And it was literally, I remember having to make an entire video about how Team USA's tradition, how they're traditional with the numbers. They don't let anyone wear, they literally won't let anyone wear number 22. They won't, they literally would not let anyone wear 22. It's in their rules. So Caitlin didn't wear 22 when she was a kid. She's not going to be wearing 22 now. And it's one of those things where it was just obvious. But now at least Caitlin Clark talked about it herself, because people still, to this day, were telling me I was wrong and the Team USA had it out for Caitlin by telling her she couldn't wear 22. Let's take a listen.
Picture with Cameron Brink rocking number 17.
I know.
Where'd the 1-7 come? Was that just a jersey that
pick,
you get? I was about to say, for these practices, they kind of just hand you over. 17's not the best
number ever. I wouldn't have picked that. But.
Yeah, I would say 17 is not a, but 17 used to literally be banned in FIBA. You were not allowed to wear number 17, 18, or 16 through 19. Every other number was fine. These referees, the sign was 2-1 for 21, 2-2, 22, 2-3, 23. But the signs, the actual signs for 16, 17, and 18 for referees, 15 obviously was that. I'm pretty sure it's, as a former ref, it's this, that. For 17, 18, 19. That was the official sign. I've never seen a ref do that. People wearing 18 are like just 1-8. But I remember hearing that those numbers were actually banned in FIBA at one stage, because there was like crazy things that or crazy referees hand signals.
So the players that like have been on the national team prior get to continue wearing their jersey, like that practice number jersey or their jersey, obviously until like they're done playing on the Olympic team or whatever happens for the next Olympics. And then all us newcomers, there was a lot of young people at that camp. We just get assigned a random number. I guess I got 17. Nobody asked me, but it was fine.
And they also made sure to not give anyone their actual number. They made sure to not give anyone 22. They didn't give Citron 22. They didn't give 22 to Caitlin. They didn't give Paige 5, obviously, or Angel 5. They didn't give anyone their actual number.
All right, so are you just stuck in 17 now in perpetuity, though? Do you get to change it maybe in the future?
So if I eventually make the team, it's weird, like, because international basketball, that you only, I think it's 4 through 15.
Nope, that's actually not a rule. Team USA just do it because it's tradition. It was a rule. In fairness, it was a rule until a decade ago. Team USA are the only country that, well, they're not the only country, but they're one of the only countries that actually still has the rule. Like we were 4, when I played in the national team, we had to go 4 through 15. I was 13. I was number 13. Had never wore, ironically enough, when I made like my local region, my Dublin team, and made my Irish team, it was both times were random, and both times I got number 13. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll start wearing 13 for my team. Started wearing 13.
Those are the only numbers. So you have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What?
Isn't that weird?
Wow.
Like you don't get to pick.
Is that real?
Yeah, well, at least for
That's
the United
crazy.
States. Yeah.
Yeah, when she said at least for the United States, yeah, absolutely. USA are the only country, or well, not, there might be another country out there, but as far as I'm aware, they're one of the only countries that actually still does it, but it's for tradition more so than a rule.
I did not know that.
So it's kind of cool because when I've played junior national teams in the past, we have like a bag tag, like a sticker on your backpack, and it says like all the players that have worn your jersey. So it'd be like,
so dope.
If you're number 6, it'd be like LeBron. I think he was number 6. Or like, and then you'd have the women's players and obviously all the men's players, which is really cool. You get to see who kind of has worn your jersey.
So that's why Team USA have for tradition. That actually, I didn't even realize that. That's actually why they have for tradition. But that makes a lot of sense now. That makes a lot of sense. That makes way too much sense. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. And that's why Caitlin Clark is obviously not wearing she's obviously not wearing the number 22, and I don't think she will probably ever wear number 22 for Team USA, and unless they change the rule. And will they change the rule for Caitlin? I doubt it. I really doubt it. Like, I really don't think they're going to change it for Caitlin. I really don't. I reckon my assumption is that they would be more likely to change the rule for Asia than for Caitlin. But you just never know. They might. They might, you know. They might. I doubt it. I doubt it. But you just never know. You never, ever know. But yeah, it's an interesting one because everyone talked about this like it was the biggest disrespect ever for Caitlin Clark. They talked about it like it was the biggest disrespect, and I literally made an entire video. I remember, this is always my funniest thing. People are like, oh, you don't know anything about international FIBA rules or like the FIBA thing of basketball. It's like, maybe I'm not the most up to date with some rule changes, but like I've literally represented my country in international competition. Wasn't allowed to wear my number, which at the time was 41. Like I literally wasn't allowed to wear my number because of this rule in 13 years ago when I did play for my national team. So I'm like, I've literally had experience of not being allowed to wear my number. Albeit, again, it's no longer a rule. But when it comes to Team USA basketball, everything kind of is tradition. Team USA, obviously, they have to kind of almost incentivize people to want to play for Team USA, which is, USA is the only country in basketball, I will say this, that has to try incentivize people to play. Like, you're not, like Jokic is going to want to play. Like if you see Jokic wants to play for Serbia most of the time. Luka wants to play for Slovenia. Most of these international players would rather play for their country than play for their club. Whereas in America, it's the opposite. The NBA ring or WNBA ring means more. Whereas if Luka Doncic wins an Olympics, dude might retire. He literally might just say, you know what? I'm done with this sport. I'm done with playing in America. I'm going back to play with Real Madrid. I'm going back to play in Europe. And by the way, like I can see when it's all said and done, Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic leaving the NBA really early. Like I think there were people actually, and I'm not joking when I say this, I think there might have been some actual validity to the point some people were making that if Jokic tore his ACL, at his size, he's probably not back until the 2027-2028 season. And by that time, he'll be mid-30s. He might just say, fuck it, I'm going back to Serbia. Like, and yeah, it could be one of those things where he just says, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done with playing this country. But yeah, look, at least we now know why Caitlin Clark wore 17. Obviously, because it's a rule. Anyway, I'll see you guys.